I once also had an accident. A brick fell on my toe. I don't even know if I can talk. I think we need to redesign the construction helmets. People cry when these accidents happen. Remember that this is another part of construction. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nothando and I make videos on construction, lifestyle and travel. On today's video, we are going to talk about the unavoidable. Is unavoidable a word? This is what one of my lecturers said when I was in varsity, and he was like, at least once in your life, you will witness someone die in front of your eyes. A lot of fatalities that happen in the workplace are apportioned to the construction industry. The construction industry is dangerous, if I must put it that way. When I first started working on my first site as a working professional, I was like, this reminds me of 1,000 Ways to Die. If you don't know that show, but it just shows you that you can literally die from tripping over your pillow. The construction site is so like, there's so many things that could go wrong. Like one mistake, you can literally blink and so many things can go wrong at the same time. I mean, there's sharp objects, there's people building, there's people handing each other certain types of equipment, there's height, you're on a scaffold, and sometimes the scaffold is not the strongest thing. There's stairs, there are people cutting stuff, there are cranes. There's so much that's happening on site that you constantly have to be cautious all the time. Your eyes need to be open, you need to be focusing on what you're doing, you need to, I don't know, tread carefully and be aware constantly. So there's also something called the toolbox talk. Toolbox talk is a talk that we have every morning, and it's literally like a safety brief. They'll let you know that, okay, no, yesterday you guys were doing this and that, or some of you guys are not wearing your helmets. We'll talk about helmets later on. You guys are not wearing your helmets, or you guys are not harnessing yourself when you're now on a certain height, which is not safe. If you fall, it's going to be a disaster. So toolbox talk kind of reminds everybody on how to be safe, because people get comfortable and that's when the accidents start happening. In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 common ways in which accidents happen on site. Remember that this is another part of construction. It's not just the money. It's either through a fall, electrocution, being caught between 2 objects, and being struck by an object. These are the 4 common accidents that happen on site, and most of the time there could have been a way to prevent it, but like any accidents, could have, would have, should have, we don't know. I've actually been on a site where somebody fell off and they unfortunately died. Luckily I wasn't on site, but just knowing that somebody died on the site is traumatizing. And I feel like construction is always so under pressure to like finish the job so quickly. You're not even given a chance to grieve or, I don't know, be counseled for that shock. What had happened was, I don't even know if I can talk about it. I probably can, but the person fell over, and it was a height. The building was not even that high yet, but it was already at a dangerous height. And this is what happens usually, especially if you've been in the industry for so long. You get comfortable, and the slightest thing can cause your death. Electrocution. I've never been on a site where electricity or electrocution was a thing that happened, but I had a friend. She literally called me when she went to work. She's like, oh my gosh, they're working on the ceiling, and this guy, we don't know what happened, but I don't know, I think there was like water plumbing situation, and something had too much power, and they were working on the ceiling, and they got shocked and they died. And she was so distraught and so traumatized. And I'm like, people don't share these type of stories, but these type of accidents do happen, and they stick with you vividly, especially when if somebody brings it up, it's a thing that happens. It's so unlike other industries. It's common, and it can happen more than once, and it is traumatizing. So yeah, electricity is also like the second most dangerous thing that can happen on site. Obviously the least you can do is like stay cautious and hope for the best, really. Like being struck by an object. So we had a situation, it was raining the whole week, and a crane, a truck that was carrying a train was on the road, and because it was raining so much, the road kind of gave in to the truck, and the truck fell sideways, and the crane, because it was still pouring concrete using the crane, it fell on one of the guys on site. it hit their stomach, and then the pipe of the thing hit two other ones who broke a leg and an arm, and one of my colleagues, it fell on his stomach. So imagine, luckily there were no fatalities in that accident, but imagine having witnessed that and seen it. That is so traumatizing. Yeah, these are the types of accidents that do happen on site, and as much as you have the toolbox talk and you talk about safety and you talk about being alert, you can only go so far to preventing accidents. But yeah, it always helps to be cautious. I mean, it's kind of like a plane crash. You can prepare for it. When it happens, and there's only so much you can do to control certain things that happen around you. But I think people in the construction industry could be better prepped for it, and also more emphasis and more effort and more resource can be put into, I don't know, helping them recover from witnessing such traumatic accidents. That's what I think. That's really important. Also, let's talk about PPE. When I was on site, I used to have an afro. Imagine wearing an afro with like the helmet. Sometimes the helmet would be like over, you know how easy a helmet falls off your head? I think we need to redesign the construction helmets, honestly. Let's talk about that. I think it needs to, you see how like bikers have it go, like we need that. Like it needs to be like, and then you need like elbow protection, like you're rollerblading, because I feel like it's that dangerous. And then knee protection, steel toe, okay, we're covered there, but like make it, no, actually I once also had an accident. A brick fell on my toe and I was wearing steel toe boots and it still hurts you. But you know, like you're already being, I don't know if it's being a woman or just trying to be strong and stuff, people are already staring at you and you're already being heckled and stuff like that on site. That when the brick fell on me, I was just like and people were like, "Sis, right?" And I was like, yeah. Luckily nothing broke, but my foot I think was swollen for like a week. That was so sore. I don't know, maybe we need to redesign the boots as well. I think we need to redesign the boots as well. But yeah, this video is literally about letting you know about the accidents on site. I don't think it's a conversation that's really spoken about a lot. And yeah, you can only go so far to preventing an accident. The construction industry is a very high risk, like it's a dangerous industry and you can get hurt so easily. So before we go into it, I'd like for you to just think about all of those things and how much of a possibility they are. And my message to the construction industry is, let's redesign the helmets, and let's work on helping people who witness accidents on site and get over that trauma. Like you can't just gloss over it like that. People cry when these accidents happen. You need to, I don't know, counsel them. Imagine if somebody's still having nightmares for an accident that happened when they worked somewhere for, I don't know. Oh, guys, the accidents on site can be very traumatizing. I don't know. If you're already in the industry, I hope that you never get to witness somebody actually really like lose their life like that. And if you have, I hope you're getting help for it. And I hope that companies take it a bit more seriously to like help people recover from that type of trauma in the industry psychologically. I know physically they're there for you, you'll go to hospital, you'll be given time off, you'll heal, but I feel like there's also like a very big psychological impact. Imagine like being hurt and then you're required to go back to site. Imagine that trauma. You know that I fell over here and oh no. So yeah, that's just what this video about. Nobody asked for it, but I thought this could be an interesting topic. Please let me know in the comments if you found it interesting and if you found some insight from it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. See you later in another video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and mwah.